Have you ever noticed how some people seem quiet on the outside, yet their minds are constantly alive with ideas, questions, and inner conversations? These are deep thinkers. They're often misunderstood as overthinkers, introverts, or even distant. But beneath the surface, deep thinkers experience the world in a richer, more complex way. Their minds connect patterns others miss. They question assumptions most people accept. And they often carry both extraordinary insight and invisible burdens. In this video, we'll explore the psychology of people who are deep thinkers, how their minds work, why they think the way they do, the strengths they possess, the struggles they face, and how they can thrive in a fast, noisy world that rarely slows down for thought. By the end of this video, you may recognize a deep thinker in your life or realize that you are one. Deep thinking isn't about intelligence alone, it's about depth of processing. A deep thinker doesn't just ask what happened. They ask why it happened, how it connects to other experiences, and what it means in a broader context. Psychologically, deep thinkers engage in what researchers call elaborative processing. This means they take information and mentally expand it, linking it to memories, emotions, values, and future possibilities. Where a surface thinker may stop at the first explanation, a deep thinker keeps going. They think in layers. They reflect on conversations long after they've ended. They replay moments not out of insecurity, but curiosity. They analyze human behavior, social dynamics, moral dilemmas, and existential questions. Deep thinkers are not obsessed with being right. They are obsessed with understanding. One defining trait of deep thinkers is the richness of their inner world. Their minds are rarely quiet. Thoughts overlap. Ideas branch into other ideas. Questions lead to more questions. A single sentence can trigger an entire mental exploration. Psychologically, this is linked to high internal dialogue and metacognition, the ability to think about one's own thinking. Deep thinkers constantly monitor their thoughts, emotions, and reactions. They ask themselves, why did I feel that way? What does this say about me? What's really happening beneath the surface? This inner awareness gives them emotional insight and self-knowledge, but it can also be exhausting. While others mentally switch off, deep thinkers are often processing life at full volume. Many deep thinkers are also highly sensitive, not weak, but perceptive. They notice subtle changes in tone, facial expressions, and energy. They sense emotional undercurrents others ignore. This sensitivity is connected to a more responsive nervous system. Deep thinkers process emotional and sensory input more thoroughly. That's why crowded environments, loud conversations, or chaotic schedules can feel overwhelming. But this sensitivity is also a gift. It allows deep thinkers to empathize deeply, understand complex emotional states, and connect meaningfully with others. They don't just hear words, they hear meaning. From a young age, many deep thinkers feel out of sync with the world around them. They may ask big questions when others are focused on small talk. They may crave meaningful conversation while peers prioritize entertainment or status. This difference can create a sense of isolation. Psychologically, deep thinkers tend to operate at a different cognitive pace. They prefer depth over speed, quality over quantity, substance over stimulation. In a society that rewards fast responses, quick opinions, and constant engagement, deep thinkers can feel misunderstood or even invisible. This is why many deep thinkers learn to stay quiet. Not because they have nothing to say, but because what they want to say requires space, and space is rare. Deep thinking and overthinking are often confused, but they are not the same. Deep thinking seeks understanding. Overthinking seeks control. When deep thinking becomes unhealthy, it turns into rumination, repetitive, circular thoughts that don't lead to insight, only anxiety. The difference lies in intention and outcome. Deep thinking leads to clarity, expands perspective, produces insight. Overthinking creates stress, narrows focus, feeds fear. Deep thinkers are most at risk of overthinking when they lack emotional regulation or boundaries around their mental energy. Learning when to stop thinking is just as important as learning how to think deeply.